Y'all, listen to this.
Every one of your people knows Elon. Listen. Yeah,
Yep.
so I mean, everybody keeps. I mean, the problem is you have a framework in your mind that how can Donald Trump? Guys, can we cut it out? Donald Trump is not an idiot. Donald Trump. Let me just be very clear. Donald Trump is smarter than me, you, and
Yep.
all.
Okay, so let that process. Now listen to this.
I'm going to be realistic with you for just 1 minute, so I'm going to ask you kindly to just hear me out before you say anything. You all marched in the millions all across the country in unity, and I applaud your actions, but it's time to come to the realization that this message should be broadcasted towards both parties. Because both parties should be held accountable. We have all unwillingly become pawns in a chess game of deception. And so many of you fail to realize that because you choose to pick a side. But guess what? There's two sides to the same exact coin.
Let me stop playing that music. I just did that for shock value. Somebody might take that the wrong way, and everybody knows I'm a God-fearing woman. All right, let's talk about something else. Please take a look at the screen. What do you see?
For showing up to the first gathering, you will get $200. For showing up to the second gathering, a filmed protest, you will make $1,000.
And so I just wanted to come on and talk about my experience, what I had to do to get paid, and how much I got paid. So there were two kind of parts to it. The first was obviously just showing up. They gave me like a time and a place and told me to look for a girl with blue hair and a nose ring. I just wore a black t-shirt and jeans, and yeah, I checked in, and then they said just like go on the march, and then at the end there would be like a questionnaire to answer. Oh, and then the other thing is they said they would pay extra if you brought a sign. So anyways, I went on the march, and then at the end I had to check back in, and that's when they gave me the questionnaire. And okay, the interesting thing is like you had to answer the questionnaire, and there were right and wrong answers. Like it wasn't just like whatever you thought. Like you could get the questions wrong, and you had to get them right in order to get paid. At this point, I had already invested like 2 hours of my time, so I wanted the money, you know. And yeah, I got paid. I got paid $100 for going to the protest, and then I got paid an extra $10 for bringing the sign. And like overall, it was a pretty good experience. Like the people were pretty nice. Everyone smelled really good, which is like a surprise to me. But yeah, so the questionnaire had 8 questions. So
And how many like hours?
How much you get an hour?
25 cents.
25, right?
We're getting 25 an hour.
$25. Hey, you know what?
I think Donald Trump is.
Yeah.
How so? Because I told you?
No.
How so?
What?
The sign say.
Yeah, I get paid to be out here. You get paid to be out here?
Yeah.
Amazing. So some pack.
You really are getting paid for this?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Definitely. 100% I'm getting paid for this.
Tourism has been down heavily.
So I don't want to get into a tourism debate. My question is, the sign says that this Trump regime must go.
Yeah.
And so I'm just curious what makes him up to this. You pointed out that maybe something about his relationship with the media, he wants to control it, but
Yeah.
how, again, you're calling him up. What's that?
Oh, yeah, so paper gave me, yeah.
Who gave you that?
The people that gave me the sign. It's a free sign.
Oh, someone gave you the sign, and then they gave you the handout.
No.
So are you reading it now to try to answer the question?
Yeah, but I mean...
Can I see that? Can you hold that up?
I'm just not...
I'm just curious.
Maybe you can have it.
I can have it?
Yeah, you can have it.
Alrighty. So where did you get the sign?
All the way in the gatekeeper's house.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just pretty cool.
And that's another one? They gave you 2 pieces of paper?
Yeah.
Can I have that one too?
Yes, you can have both.
Oh, okay.
All right, fam, are you still with me? I hope so, because they're playing in our face. Yes, it is correct that two things, two truths can't exist at the same time. But the real truth is they're only going to show us what they want us to see, right? So, to be fair, let me now show you the opposing side's view.
If the 92%, 80% were out there protesting, I don't think that the claim would be that we were being paid. Not all of us. Because protesting is like our thing. So the fact that it's them protesting, they have to believe that these people are paid. And another thing, they were saying that the people were bussed in. Like as if to substantiate the claim that they were being paid, that they got bussed in. Yeah, they got bussed in. Like, how do you get so many people to one place? They can't all possibly live there. Like, that doesn't, people get bussed in to protest. That's always happened. Have you never seen the movie Get on the Bus?
Every single time there is a huge demonstration where massive amounts of people come out, the right always says, oh, they were all paid. I was there. I was not paid. Most of my friends were there. They were not paid. I know so many of my neighbors who went. They were not paid. People take buses to protests. People pay to ride the bus to go to protests. Buses are packed of people that just want to go to the protest. Why is that so hard for you guys to believe that so many people are against? If you look at my comments and look at how many people are showing up, how many people in my area, how many people all over the country, over 5 million people. Do you think 5 million people were all paid off? No. No, they were not. Do you think the 200 people that showed up in a rural town in Georgia are all paid protesters? No.
Can somebody tell me who I gotta get in contact with to get my paid protester money? Because according to all the right who were out protesting yesterday are supposed to be getting a big old check, and I haven't seen a single nickel. So like, do I call Mr. Soros directly, or is there like an HR department or a form to fill out, or what's the deal here?
And what brings you out here today?
What doesn't?
Can you explain a little bit for our viewers what this means?
Go ahead.
Raise your hand out.
Cactistocracy. Government by the least suitable or competent citizens of a state. Seems to fit, doesn't it?
I'm on to all of you. I know you're paid by the deep state. Fox News and Elon told me you people are being paid millions of dollars to come out and make fun of our king, Donald Trump. Why don't you like Donald Trump?
Liar, that's why.
He was paid to say that.
I was not paid to say that.
How much are they paying you?
Nothing.
What? Pikachu, how much were you paid to be here?
Pika, Pika.
How much were you paid to be here today?
Oh, I'd pay to be here.
You paid to be here?
No, I'm saying I would.
You're not getting paid?
I'm not getting paid.
Correct.
They all say they're not getting paid, but Elon and Trump and Fox News and OAN, they all said they're being paid. So how? Fox News and Elon said you're being paid.
I know. Now, if that were true, I wouldn't be here because I'd have enough money to not be here.
I voted for my own job loss. Like a damn fool. And I ain't ashamed to admit it.
Getting my PhD in Jersey.
I won't do that again.
Valerie, focus us back, and we are digressing.
We're almost done, family. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but before we wrap up, I'd like to start this last part off with a few selections from the choir.
I'm just saying, I've already had enough.
And we'll rise up, we'll rise like the day, we'll rise up, we'll rise unafraid, we'll rise up.
It's like you can feel their pain and suffering in every word.
You got, I need you to say, pride, purpose, power. When I say I got, I need you to say,
Speaking of pride, purpose, and power, who really understood the assignment? Because I tried to read the memo and
1 million people are going to march in the United States on April 5th. 1 million people.
Sit your black ass down.
Woo! That'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about.
All the time, I'm grateful all the time. I'm sexy and I'm kind. I'm pretty when I cry.
So one of my coworkers asked me, Asia, are you gonna be out there tomorrow? Talking about for the protest. I said, no ma'am, I won't. I won't, but I support, I love. And she was like, why not? And I was like, see, here's the thing. My protest has to look different because once black people show up to a protest, it becomes a... And it was like watching her do American math in real time. Cause she was like, well, it's not gonna be a... But I said, when black people are involved, it goes from a simple protest that must be stopped. She was, I could see the wheels turning and she was like, oh my God, you're right. Somebody's gotta say something. I said, yeah, we have tried. The somebody has to be someone else. And in my head, I was like, yeah, I know. So I won't be there, but I'm totally for you. Enjoy.
now this presents a very interesting enigma, but it's your life. It's my life. We only live once. Do what you want to do. Here are a few very interesting responses.
I just want to let everybody out there know that everything went super smooth. All the speeds out there, I heard about the black folks don't show up, man. This is a plot to get you, and they gonna put your name in a database and all this, and you're gonna get arrested and all blah, blah. Just want to let y'all know that I am A-okay. All the black folks that was here, A-okay. Everything went smooth as gravy, baby.
Keep it up. We won't be there, but y'all keep it up. We appreciate it. But we ain't coming. But we love you.
Now, y'all know we said we wasn't showing up to any protest this time. We said we was tired. We said we was minding our business, drinking our water, watching y'all from the couch. But why every video got at least one of us front and center, like the event coordinator? How did Jerome end up leading the chants? Why is Auntie Sharon passing out damn snacks? Why dude had a whole lawn chair like he brought tailgate energy? We don't ever fully sit anything out. We just be lying to ourselves. Y'all, we were supposed to be in the house today.
What up, what up, what up? Hey, man. I thought they said the black folks were staying home, man.
Black people outside.
I thought they said black folk weren't coming out to march, y'all. Ain't that what the bots and the trolls had to say? Black folks weren't coming out.
Russian propaganda said that.
What y'all gotta understand is we got some black fathers out here who marching for the future, marching for their kids. And it's time to get outside and peacefully protest. So don't get caught up in what some wannabe influencer that got promoted because they're putting out a certain message that certain folks want to hear. What I'm saying is, if you feel inspired to come outside, it's time to come outside, because guess what? We outside. We outside. We outside.
What's up, Atlanta? Y'all, we back outside having a conversation with over 20,000 people in the city of Atlanta, making sure that our rights are protected. So we continue to say hands off. We're going to continue to organize. Y'all still have time to come on out here. Come on out. So I heard somewhere somebody said black people were going to show up for the protest. So in Atlanta, we did well over 30,000. The paper says 20,000, but the estimates on the ground were over 30,000, and half of them were African-American, because we understand the assignment. The assignment is to protect the rights that our ancestors fought so hard for, and to bring them and give them directly to our descendants. We outside.
I'm almost done, y'all. I'm about to get out of here, but listen, everybody don't deserve to be outside. Just because you get an assignment doesn't mean you can read the room. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, goodness, this is crazy.
want to remind you of protest procedure. Don't film unless it's consent of anyone's faces. And we'd ask if you
We're
are...
on public property, though, so we can film.
Are you part of the protest? Are you
Of course, I'm here. Hey, easy, dude. You don't have our consent to do this.
Don't touch me.
Don't
touch me!
Whoa,
Don't
easy.
touch me!
I didn't touch you for nothing.
You touched me! Don't touch me!
You want some money? He's touching
Can we
him.
get someone around these people, please?
Walk around them circles.
Elbows!
Easy, easy.
Elbows!
Easy,
Elbows!
easy.
No.
Easy.
You're not here to.
Wait.
You're not here for the protest.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Police!
What? Get the police. What did I do?
Don't feed the trolls!
No. Get 'em
Elbows
off.
around!
Elbows around. Holy cow. Don't let me go. Ooh, what are you going to do?
Elbows!
Elbows. Man, we are peaceful. What the? Watch, he can't keep running. Okay, what is going on, everybody? Look, we got a crowd coming. Dude, you touched me. Bro, get off me. He's touching me. I know I'm attractive, but I'm not that attractive to be following me like stink on poo. Come on, man, get off me.
Get off the property. Go.
Yeah, ma'am.
Go.
Stop following me. Bro, what are you doing?
I'm part of security. He's not allowed to be here.
Part of
Do
no
not
security. I
engage.
could have brought a construction vest as well.
Hands off our country. Hands off our country. You want to protect the country now? Is that what I'm hearing? Because I'm not seeing that from the left. But seriously, I have not heard a legitimate argument from the left explaining what they even want or what they even stand for. At this point, it's just anything that's not Republican. That's just not Trump, not Elon, not J.D. Vance. Okay? And they like to say that Republicans and everyone are for billionaires. That's the left. Most billionaires see which side they vote for. What are they for? What are they for? We get what they're against. They're against America, but they say, hands off our country. If anyone can get into a country, just make it make sense. I'm so tired of it. It's been like 3 months. I don't think they have that much stamina. So hopefully in 6 months it dissipates. But my goodness, to have that much drive, imagine if that was directed in the right direction. Oh my goodness, the things that they could accomplish. But hands off our country. So, can't even make this up. You can't even make this up.
I bet that last comment stung a few people. You know, I'm doing a deep dive, so I'm just presenting receipts. Right now, what I want to do is pay homage to the veterans and also introduce something interesting.
Veterans, you need to be louder. Yeah. White men veterans? I don't know a more privileged group. Right. Yeah. I don't know a more privileged group. White male veterans? Are you kidding me? We can do anything. Anything. So why don't we do anything? Because we're comfortable.
Get uncomfortable.
We're comfortable where we're at. White men are comfortable in our privilege. And it's scary stepping out of it because we've never had to. Thank you. Get uncomfortable, white men.
I don't want to judge, but I'm trying my best not to laugh at these protests.
Instead of making fun of all the boomers who came out yesterday, why don't we talk about a couple real issues? Yes, I said boomers because they're the ones that wear the straw hats and the sun visors. There were tons of boomers out yesterday. I was in D.C., and it was just amazing to see all of the older people that were out there protesting. The woman in front of me was 81 years old, and I only know that because her sign said so. She was 81 years old out there protesting yesterday. But I saw two issues out there yesterday. One, Gen Z did not show up. Gen Z, where were you? You are young. You have the energy. You need to be fighting for your future. And the second issue was there were no police. No police at all. Now, nothing went bad, but that's not the issue. Nothing went bad because police didn't incite. That's the issue. So when you're out there protesting, police incite. When we're out there protesting, they don't. Why is that? Could it be the color of our skin? It might be. Hey, that's a legitimate issue to be screaming about at the mountaintops. That is an issue that we need to talk about. But making fun of protesters because of what they're wearing, nah.
What I find hilarious is that people consider what Cory Booker did last week performative. However, a white woman got on Threads and rated the protest she went to an 8 out of 10 because her kids were kind of bored and they really needed more kid-inclusive activities like a bouncy house. And when Black women brought up how that is absolutely insane, there's a white man from YouTube critiquing and dragging Black women in defense of that white woman. You guys have a good one.
That protest was good, but what did you accomplish? Out there yelling, screaming, for what? What did you change? If Americans can come together just to stand around and hate on one person, you can get on your computer, you can get on your phone and call your congressman. That's what's going to make the difference. Email after email after email, call after call after call. Not going outside and standing there. So tell me, what did you accomplish by going to the protest on April 5th? Right.
All right, guys, I am going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. Please meet me down in the comment section. I love you guys to life. Stay hydrated and stay safe. I don't know what the protest did, but until then, I'm going to continue doing what you see on the screen because life is too short to take advantage or not to take advantage of every day, every hour. So have fun, live your life, do you. Bye.